Guys, welcome back to some more AFK Arena. Today we're over on the YouTube account and we have a brand new code. A little bit late for Memorial Day, but we did get a code, which is right here, guys. So this is the code that we got. 600 diamonds, a little bit of resources, so not a big code with Stargazer cards or with time emblems, but still a pretty decent code nonetheless. Now, these two codes, it says claim your rewards. These are for being VIP 14. They give you exclusive codes, usually the beginning or end of each month, around holidays, things of that nature. So we did get some scrolls. We also got some essence, and those were out of the exclusive for VIP codes. Now in today's video, we're gonna be looking at Sonja. There is an absolute amazing article review over on Reddit, which I will put the link to down below, about Sonja. So I always say to wait 7 days, wait 10 days, to see exactly where she lands. We know she did get a really big nerf, which is unfortunate. You know, she definitely had some potential, but since she did get kind of the rework, they said she was doing about 20x damage too high. So with the nerf, it really almost nerfed her into oblivion. So I'm going to take some excerpts from the article that was over there, and completely free to play. They built Sonja out to a plus 30 signature item. They built her out with the 9 of 9 furniture. They also did build her out with the plus 60 engraving. So all of her skills and abilities were completely built out. Tested her at a bunch of different frequencies. Tested in chapter 40, tested in Lightbearer Tower. Lightbearer Tower was level 170 plus deficiency. In the campaign, it was level 220 plus, which is kind of a very good test. Honestly, if you're looking to really test a hero, a majority of heroes will work when you have a real low level deficiency, even 100, 120, 140. When you start getting to the 180 plus, you really see exactly how well and if a tank hero does work. So looking at the deficiencies, just like we thought, Sonja, and they use the Sonja as an experiment that has gone wrong. Again, she had an incredible amount of potential with the Blood Rose ability and the Red Rose, also with the mitigation factor that she had. On paper, looks great. When you start getting level deficiencies, similar to every other tank that does not have the immunity within AFK Arena, she falls apart. She absolutely gets destroyed within there, which kind of stinks. Now, again, when it comes to the Lightbearer faction itself, and this is where it's kind of a tough call because we are so limited with the Lightbearer tanks. Honestly, even in here, they said it seems like she's probably going to be the best tank for the Lightbearers, which again is not saying much because you have Hendrik and you have Lucius. But overall, it seems like she is going to be the best Lightbearer tank. So if you're looking to run, you know, the hunting fields, if you're looking to run the Lightbearer Tower, it seems like those are going to be the two game modes that she is going to shine. Still yet to be determined if it's going to be Abyssal Expedition, possibly with relics behind it. If she's going to work well within the Temple Rift, things of that nature. That is a whole different dynamic from AFK Arena than we normally see. PvP, it seems like she is, again, pretty average. We know Thane absolutely just broke it with the PvP aspect, but it looks like overall with the PvP that she is just kind of average. I looked through a couple of teams yesterday. It seems like a majority of the new heroes are in here, and you can see, guys, Sonja is not being used. If you want to compete competitively, there she is within a team. Again, that's a very unique makeup of some of these PvP teams, but maybe fully built, she is making a showing. We got two, so some of them are building her, which again, guys, you're gonna absolutely have to build her out and whale her out if you are looking to even be competitive within that PvP aspect. And again, the other thing that I always look at in my personal preference is looking at swapping heroes for heroes. So when you're in the Lightbearer Tower and you're swapping a Hendrik for a Sonja, is there a big difference? When you really break it down with the RNG factor, the ability to retry stages, things of that nature, honestly, no, there isn't. Now, when it gets interesting, though, is when you start getting to the King's Tower and you start getting into multiple teams. Even though Lightbearer Tower is closed, you'll see here, guys, we have multiple teams. So what does that mean for the Lightbearers? Lightbearers only possess 3 tanks. So if you have Lucius, if you have Hendrik, and then if you have Sonja, you only have 3 tanks to fill 2 teams. For a majority of players, they have Lucius and they have Hendrik, or they have one or the other. So you're going into battle here with 1 tank trying to fill 2 teams, which for the Lightbearers, just like the Maulers with the lack of support, they are really, really struggling when it comes to those heroes, because again, we don't have the actual slots to fill. You have to fill with melee, you have to fill with rangers, mages, support. Really, we see a lot of heroes shining within the Lightbearer tower. Thane, of course, doing phenomenal, but heroes like Peggy do incredibly well within the tower, and that's due to the lack of tanks that we have within here, which is a good reason why to build a hero like Sonja. So in conclusion, guys, it says, should free-to-play players get her? No. She's decent in the Lightbearer tower. She is decent at low-level deficiencies. She is very, very limited outside of that. She's not going to be making a presence within meta comps. Again, when you start getting into level deficiencies, even with her mitigation, she gets crushed. Way better options on the Lightbearer faction. She should be picked up when players have all meta Lightbearer heroes. And she will help you once you reach the double battles of Lightbearer tower. If you're not there, again, there's not really much of a reason to build her. I don't see her actually going into wish lists, like the priority within the wish lists themselves. I put her in here because I have everybody else built. But when it comes to Lightbearers and the priorities, I honestly would still build Hendrik before I would build Sonja, just because Hendrik does have that ability to guard a hero that takes fatal damage. Couple that with the shielding ability of the barricade, works incredibly well. And also, if you do build him out to that plus 60 engraving, he gets an immunity in there, which really makes a tank viable. When you even look down the tanking front, a majority of the tanks are, or if you look here, it is about the immunity. So either the immunity or the crowd control, guys. Because when you look at heroes like Arthur has dropped out of pretty much all formations. Big thing there, again, is the survivability issues. Of course, we have immunity right here. Hodgkin isn't used as a tank. Hendrik kind of tanks. Borvo's crowd control. Scrag is another tank that, unfortunately, due to the level deficiencies, gets destroyed. Granite works well just because of the immunity that he can bring, or the actual signature item, the plus 30 signature item. Again, the crowd control aspect. But then you look at strong heroes like Orthos. Orthos is another hero, guys, that just gets destroyed. It kind of sucks to see because he's such a unique and very, very cool looking tank. But again, without the mitigation, without the immunity, they just get absolutely run over, which kind of stinks from the taking perspective. So guys, again, overall, is Sonja worth building? No, unfortunately, she is not. Which was my thought. After the nerf, it seemed like prior to the nerf, there would have been a couple niche spots that she would do really well. After the nerf, it seems like there is going to be absolutely no place that she is going to fit in, short of the 2-team Lightbearer tower and possibly some PvP formations. So guys, let me know in the comments what you guys think. Let me know what you thought of the trial version that we got of Sonja. And as always, thank you guys for watching.